So never mind the fact that white people have no problems in whitewashing history, especially if it means that we can remove context from anything in history that paints us as the monsters that we have been. Never mind that. Never mind the fact that white people can so freely impede on black and brown rights. Never mind that. Never mind the fact that white people started this shit with blackface. At least to my knowledge, as early as 1918 when The Birth of a Nation rolled out, the first Birth of a Nation movie, where white people ran around in blackface paint and red lips and depicted black people as criminal of all variety. Never mind that. And never mind the fact that that was something that we carried on as a tradition for decades and decades on end. Doesn't matter to us. Never mind any of that. Never mind the fact that we could take Jesus and make him white. Never mind the fact that we can take the Egyptians and make them white. Just another day. Just another day being a Caucasian. So that's cool. But the second the roles reverse, oh, we got problems now. Oh, we're going to act like a bunch of sensitive ass bitches now. That's pretty much on par for who we are. So there's no surprise to me on that. But I say all that to say this. White people trying to pull the racism card. Let me make this abundantly clear for every cornstarch warrior out there trying to say that this is racism toward whites. There is no situation, there is no reality that exists, past, present, or even future tense, where a Caucasian can experience racism. One more time. There's no fucking way that a Caucasian can experience racism in a system that was built for them to uphold and sustain their white supremacy. It's not fucking possible. Racial prejudice, sure. Someone calls you a stereotype, someone makes fun of you and puts white face paint on. At most, your feelings get hurt. Your pride takes a hit. At most. For you to experience racism as a Caucasian, you have to live in a system that oppresses you, that has the institutional power to hold you back and not give you the same rights, freedom, and privileges as other races. Not fucking possible. Go fuck yourself.
Get on your feet!
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
How about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible. Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic pop cup.
organic.
Yes, everything organic.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free?
4, 3, 7. Oh, are you good? 4, 3, 2. Hold your chest lifted. We're gonna lift.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who mattered most.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this is probably going to be a short video. I've covered Druski when he imitated that white rapper or mixed rapper, whatever the fuck he is. I covered him when he did the NASCAR redneck Skit. And I think I might have covered something else of his that he did, some skit he did. This one right here has to be the most imaginative one to date. And while I'm just now seeing it, I think it's been like a few days, people have been talking about it. Comment section, a bunch of white people is crying white tears, claiming that this is whiteface, if ever there were such a thing. And this is one of the many things that I hate about getting older, is that I get to see younger white people grow up and live in ignorance, bliss, and stupidity, along with every other color of people, right? It's not just white people. It's a bunch of ignorant, stupid niggas in America, Asian motherfuckers, Latino motherfuckers, and even Africans. Like, the motherfuckers, ever since the rise of AI, ChatGPT, outsource, Midjourney, and any other app that you could use to do AI or garner some type of quick insta intelligence, they all on it, right? Motherfuckers don't crack a book open. Hell, motherfuckers don't even listen to audibles. So they just out here free balling it when it comes to history, and they're letting their emotions dictate their perception on shit. And what I mean by that is them saying that this is whiteface. Clearly they don't know the history of blackface, what it is. It's not the fact that people dress up like black people. That's not necessarily where the mockery stems from. Blackface stems from like Jim Crow era. Hell, I think even the Jim Crow laws was named after a man that made a song about mocking black people. While entertainers used to use musicals, the song in their minstrel shows to actually mock black people, right? The pink, purple, or I said the pink and the purple, the big bright red lips, the black skin paint, the fact that they didn't even let black people be in like productions, film productions. They would literally use white men and put black ink on their face to imitate black people. They would act and mock the black people like how they thought they act. And then subsequently the Jim Crow law stemmed because of that shit. So because a motherfucker made a song, because they used said song to minstrel shows, there were literally laws passed with his name in his, basically in his honor, right? So that's why blackface is offensive. It's not necessarily just because white people put on blackface. It's because of what it stems from, the history of. So yeah, matter of fact, you know what? I think I was just free balling it. My memory doesn't always be on the mark. But it says right here, the history of blackface and Jim Crow era are deeply intertwined, with the former providing a racial caricature of cultural justification for latter's legalized system of oppression. Blackface minstrelly popularizes racist stereotypes in the 1830s, gave its name to Jim Crow laws that enforced separate but equal segregation in the South for over a century. Thomas Daddy Rice, white actor from Thomas Dartmouth Rice, is considered to be the father of minstrelly. Around 1828 to 1830, he created a song and dance act called Jump Jim Crow, reportedly modeling it on a disabled black stable hand he observed in the South. The caricature, the Rice used burnt cork to darken his face, wore tattered clothes, and used exaggerated mocking imitations of African American vernacular English. The character Jim Crow was a buffoonish rural slave figure. The purpose of blackface. White performers, often working class immigrants, use blackface to create and perpetrate negative stereotypes: lazy, ignorant, superstitious, hypersexual, and cowardly, which help define whiteness as superior and civilized, in a contrast to dehumanize others. The popularity. Minstrel shows became the first distinctively American form of mass entertainment, spreading through North and South America, throughout the North and South parts of America, and later to England. So that's just an overview. If you want to see more about it, you go do your Googles. But yeah, that's why this shit's offensive. Now, the reverse can't be true because there is no history of whiteface. So Druski just mocking her is just that. It's not mocking her based off of white stereotypes. It's not mocking her based off of any other negative connotation that you can attach to white women. I mean, unless you're a liberal white woman. It's not rooted in subsequent freedom from slavery. It's not rooted in the laws made after slavery in the Reconstruction era. It's not none of that shit. It's just a black man making fun of a goofy ass right wing, basically a puppet, right? Bitch got her like popularity and rise after her husband got smoked. Like, I don't think that necessarily, like, who the fuck is she? She was a pageant queen in some pageant that Trump used to run. But other than that, this bitch is getting notoriety and fame because her husband got smoked. I don't even know who the fuck's listening to her. Probably the MAGA cult, but nobody real is taking her serious. But that's why there's no such thing as whiteface. If you think there is, you're illiterate. You need to read a book, and I'm out.